That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Psycho's Platters, always powered by coffee each and every time. That is hopefully a promise till the day I go. That's right. Mick, how you doing? Fred, Vinyl, Gorilla. Good to see you guys here. Good to see you guys here. I'm sorry I'm a little behind. I was actually planning on getting this all set up by 6:30, but I had to take care of some little things. So we're shooting for a 90-minute show today, everybody. How's it going? I'd love to see everybody here. See Nick, Ruthann, Fred, Mick, everybody. We'll have some fun today. That's the goal. That's the goal all the damn time, is to have some fun, right? Or I wouldn't be doing this stuff, even if it is my form of therapy. Usually goal twice a week minimum. Yes. Everybody, you do the social circles. That's right. I hope that everybody is doing good. Okay. Fred, darling. Brandon, how you doing over there in Aussie? I did see your comment. I just did not have a chance. I wasn't ignoring you. I didn't have a chance to respond on what you put on the last video, so I didn't want you to think I was ignoring you. I've had a busy day today, believe it or not, and that's fine. I have a little bit of finds to show, which is attached all into the title. Yeah. Me and my titles, you know how it is. It's like sometimes they're easy, sometimes they're like, But seriously, 96 for a high today. If you're in that part of the country, please be careful. Please be safe. Stay hydrated. Okay. Other than sweating my balls off, I'm doing all right. Actually, thank God for AC. Thank God for the AC. At least it makes it makes it bearable. I do feel bad though. I haven't heard a update. In the words of Joe Walsh, life's been good to me so far. Chris, how are you? Nick, I just missed you last week. I was in Rhode Island, Connecticut, and 10 miles from Boston. She could have got some coffee in Boston. Hey, Gorilla. Anyways, so I'll admit, after we finished our little show yesterday, hi, Chris's brother. After we finished the show yesterday, I briefly went on because I can't believe Rach was still on. Whatever. Anyways, I don't care. I'm still going to do my shows. Maybe sometimes I'll flip-flop. Maybe I'll do like one in the later, one in the early. It doesn't matter to me. But I'm just like, well, that explained why everybody was over there. But I went over there too after I was done with the broadcast to notice that there was an 8.7 earthquake in Russia. And she showed footage that was only a couple minutes old. And I said, my God, this thing was devastating. Devastating. Yes and no. She's got some Ghost 2 channel. That's what it's called. Like Ghost and then Roman numeral 2. She does. I get so confused about this shit. I think it's 2 Patreon broadcasts and 2 YouTube broadcasts a week now. Now she's 4 times a week. Told you people she wasn't going to, what did I say, a year or less? I was right. But whatever, I don't care. Do you have my email? I'll send it to you on Insta. He was in New Hampshire laying pipe. He's a plumber now. But what I was getting at and why I brought it up is because I saw this footage of the Russian earthquake, and I'm like, holy crap. Well, I guess Brian said in Tokyo that he's okay. But like the tsunami stuff, I do not know any more about this. I don't know if it hit Hawaii yet. Did it hit the coastal towns, or it's getting ready to in California and Oregon? I mean, I don't know. So I guess what I'm getting at, I've lived here for 18 years and I'm not organized. No worries there. But hopefully those people are all, that the damage will be minimal, and we're just praying for that. Okay. Um, Also, continued prayers. I brought this up yesterday. No tsunamis. Well, yeah, we won't have them in Arkansas. That would be either tornadoes or snownadoes. That's what I call a tornado of snow in the wintertime. I'll trademark it, Snownado. Anyways, continue prayers for Dave Edmonds, okay, who I guess he has a highly percent chance of possibly getting another major cardiac arrest. Let's hope he doesn't. And they revived him. He was dead for a few minutes, I guess, and they administered CPR and brought him back. So I'm like, wow, right? Um, I've got a friend in Hawaii, but he and his wife were at 600 feet elevation. I think it didn't turn out to be as bad as they thought last time I heard. Well, good. I hope that's the case. Seriously. Oh, okay. Only Hawaii has a warning still. Oh, that's good. That's good. I mean, feel bad for the people of Hawaii, but still. So hopefully they can get through that. No, in Hawaii either. A 3-foot wave. See, now I'm thinking of Hawaii 5-0. Just a little bit bigger, with a bigger surfboard. Scary shit indeed. I've got you on in the background as I'm busy. It's all good. Whatever it takes to pass the time in the dreaded work day. I get it. Have you ever heard any more about Jen? Well, a little. I'm going to bring that up in a second. Just a little. They were cheering in Oahu. Well, yeah, I bet. Because they get to hang 10, dude. Okay, well, let's hope it just stays that way. Okay. All right, an advisory. That's good. Well, maybe nothing's going to happen. That would be nice. So continued prayers to Dave Edmonds and continued prayers to Beetle Babe. Now, I briefly had contact. She may be watching. I told her I was going to be doing this show, but I'm a little late on it. That she's hoping, last time I read, cross fingers, and that she may get out of the hospital tomorrow. I don't know. I'm unlike other people. I do not talk out of turn. Mistakes are easily made. Yes, very, very disappointing to surfers. Awesome. But yes, they can't hang 10. They can't shoot the curl. They can't catch a wave and I'm sitting on top of the world. I know I'm horrible. Hang on a second. All right, I'm going to be a little silly. Just give me a second here. I wasn't planning on it, but we might as well just have it. We're here to have a good time, right? That's what the whole idea is. No, I don't want that. That is not what I want. Oh, yeah, I keep forgetting that I messed that up on my own self, didn't I? That's okay. So I get it. I forgot, but we're gonna play it anyway. I don't care. AT&T, go to hell. All right. Well, anyways, where I'm getting at is that I forgot that when Janet Dean sing "Catch a Wave," it's about something else. Yeah, they don't usually keep you any longer. That's right. Hey, Nick, what's the matter with Jen? It's just a little bit too much to explain, at least on my side. I've, just pray. That's all I'm saying. It's just pray. I have a list, Ruth, but I don't think it has anything to do with why she's in the hospital. That's right. All right. So even though this really has to do with sidewalk surfing, this was the first thing as soon as you mentioned about that 3 foot wave. So now I just in my mind, I gotta play it. So that's right. Go sidewalk surfing with me and catch a wave. Now, Nick says, my knees are shot from sidewalk surfing for a decade, young and invincible. My knees are shot, but for a different reason. I'm so horrible. Anyway, I'm incorrigible. That's right. Goth Angel's here. Yes, I'm a little late today. My fault. Sick Rick, he's here. And yes, Macca, he's here. Everybody, we still missing a few, but that's okay. So, like I said, hopefully, advisory now for Hawaii. No more 3 foot, 6 foot waves for the surfers. Sorry, bummer, dude. Go put your surfboard back on the woody. It's not happening unless you're in Moana or whatever the crazy movie they did. Anyways, and then like I said, so prayers to Beetle Peg. Hopefully she'll be out of the hospital tomorrow. We hope. I'm praying till my head hurts. Seriously. See, isn't that something? Okay, so you can't roller skate, but you can ice skate. Yes, she did. And as she lost the leg, she said, "Arg." You see, I should be ashamed of that, but I'm not. Arg. This is how it's like, kids. Oh boy, now I hope that the rest of your work night goes well, Goth Angel. I hope it does. Just curious. Hi, John. Hi, Paul. We'll watch your show like me. You get old man knees. I know. It sucks. Well, yes, for today anyway. All right. Anyways, so I want to thank you guys for subbing, and please hit the like button, please. I would be always grateful. Like I said, at the end of the day, I know it's all just numbers, but it's kind of fun. The numbers game is kind of fun. I don't really take it too damn serious, out of all honesty. But yeah, so like and sub, and if inclined, if you feel like it, please donate, because all the money goes to cheap coffee, cheap records, and to offset a little bit of the StreamYard, so I can continue to do these little shows. See, at least I don't go off and do annoying commercial breaks like PBS does. You get into a real good Doctor Who. Well, back for me, it was Doctor Who marathon, and they would interrupt with a damn pledge break of like 15, 20 minutes. Like, son of a bitch. Doesn't she talk to you on Facebook anymore, Richard? We're all at least 45 and still very immature. You're damn right. I don't want to act my age. Fuck that. All right. So, let us explain. Oh no, wait a minute. Hold on a minute. I got something else here. My bad. I'm looking at my loose script here. I said looser than a goose. So, let me ask you guys something. And tie-dye hippie shirts. So let me ask you guys something. Excuse me. What do you think about the whole Ozzy funeral procession? This is just something that I don't know what to think about this. I mean, okay, I'm sorry, all right? I never cared for funeral processions of royalty, or even when the president has passed away, like a past president, and they lie in state for 3 days. You're going to see almost all the coverage. Same thing for like Queen Elizabeth when she died, and Princess Diana. I mean, do they give processions to anybody else? No, not really. Um, I'm really surprised that they did this for Ozzy. I really, really am. Um, I just don't. I don't know what to think about it. To me, I'm like, He's only been dead for a couple of days, and they're still. I don't. I don't know. They're milking this. That's what I'm thinking. They're milking this, and why? Let the man have a peaceful funeral, for God's sakes. Jeez. Um. Okay. So here's your quiz question: is it Herman's Hermits with Peter Noon, or is it Herman's Hermits with drummer Barry Witham? There's two different ones. I don't really remember if I did tie-dye in art class. I did have art class. I sucked in art. Oh God, did I suck in art. But I don't remember if I had tie-dye. Yeah. No more tears. Why Johnson and Johnson never licensed that No More Tears song for their baby shampoo? Can you imagine that? That was a lost opportunity. Sharon. It's with Peter. Okay. I heard as far as for trying to meet him, it's a hit and miss. I've heard good stories. I've heard horror stories. So who knows? Maybe you'll be lucky. Well, yes, that's true, Nick. I'm not knocking the cultural impact. Okay, it's just weird though. They didn't do that for Freddie Mercury, right? They didn't do that for pick any other big rocker. Are they going to do that like when Gene Simmons from Kiss dies? Are they going to do that for like when Neil Young dies? Are they going to do that? Just insert whatever your favorite. Are they going to do that for McCartney? I could somehow see Macca getting some type of funeral procession. Not Ringo, believe it or not, but Macca. I love tie-dye. No, I really wish I at least could have seen him once. Yeah, I played that. What was it, last week? Or yeah, last episode. I mean, I'm just saying, it just, hey, Hoobs. Well, okay, but Freddie in the UK was much loved, and he and his band had hit records and had a major presence in the UK. I'm just trying to go off and give like I mean, obviously Ozzy isn't like in a pyramid, top of the pyramid, almost all by himself. Maybe even Lemmy from Motorhead, would be in there too, and a couple others. Well, okay, yes, but do you see where I'm going at on this though? Freddie loved attention. I'm not saying that the Osbournes are doing this for attention, but Freddie would have I bet you he would have wanted a grandiose funeral and a whole other thing. And I'm surprised it didn't happen back then in '91. Yeah, Ozzy was a character, that's for sure. Yeah, that is true. He got a huge funeral, but here's the thing. I'm not questioning the funeral. I'm questioning the procession, this whole like I know I'm being a little obnoxious, so bear with me. Tour of death, if you will. That's what I'm questioning. See, that's cool. I would have loved to have seen him at least once myself, but alas, by the time, what was Queen's last tour? Wasn't it like 81 in the US? So see, I probably missed the boat on that. This is true. I don't know how many are left. What? I'm confused. Yeah, that's all. That's all I'm saying. I mean, maybe I'm like splitting hairs here or something. I mean, I'm not exactly bitching about it. I have no right to. It's just the point is I'm surprised, I guess, is what I'm getting at. I'm surprised that it's happening. Yeah, he did summon a whole generation. Um, there was a few things, though, I remember. Oh, yes, yes, yes. If that's what you were asking about hoops for Queen. I'm sorry. Yeah, there's everybody but Freddie's still alive. Although, what was it? Brian May had that health scare a couple of years ago. As much as I can't stand talking about McCartney will fusion, I think Ringo's will too. Um, did you see the picture on Facebook? They bubble wrapped Willie Nelson and Dolly Parton. I'm like, oh my god. I don't know. That's funny though in its own way. Oh man. Gang, don't go nowhere, please. I'm gonna go get some more coffee. I'll be right back, and then we're gonna start the explanation of the title for today. No, people just come out on the streets to wish Ozzy and his family the bits of a bit like Dabney celebrate. Phone here's if you know what I mean with artist. All right, well, I guess I can get that angle. Maybe it's just me. That's all. Dick Van Dyke too. Yes, we're rooting for him. I think it's December 9th. Is his 100th birthday? He's only got a couple more months to go for the 100. Richard, you still broadcasting? I'm convinced Frankie Valli and Dick Van Dyke are Robotron. Yes, yeah, there you go. With Frankie Valli, that Robotronic would be powered by grease. It's the word that you heard. It's got groove. It's got meaning. I'm not so sure about Dick Van Dyke. Oh, no, we won't. We've tried that episode. You know what happened. Everybody knows what happened. I don't know what you mean, Hud. Yeah, that'd be great, Nick. I'm going through changes. There's a few people that ended up doing a good. What was it? Charles Bradley did a good cover of that. I actually liked that. He's singing. He still sings. Aye, aye, aye. All right. Sorry. You doing Paranoid at your show? Are you going to headbang like Ozzy did? Yeah, that's what he did for German Beat Club appearance. He was like, you got to do it, Richard. Got to do it. Get an Ozzy wig. I want to see Nick. Just change the N to a D. And I'm horrible. All right. Wow. I lost a few of my people already while I was going for that coffee. I told you people I'd be right back. All right. Something's burning. Party's over till cold one. So how is Dick Van Dyke? He's in England a lot of the time. Does he live? I don't know where I thought he lived in Cali. Maybe I'm wrong on that. I don't know. Maybe he's got two homes for all we know. So anyways, went and picked up some resale shop finds. I do have a couple of vinyl finds, but I'm going to save that for another episode. But I picked up a dollar book and 2 50-cent CDs. Can't screw that up, at least, and they're all in good condition. I did not know in 2012 that Kenny Rogers wrote a book called Luck or Something Like It. Okay, I'm curious about it. I can't wait to read this thing. Is there any pictures in here I can show you guys? Let's see. This one's from 2012. You probably can't see it very well due to the glare, but the top photograph is Kenny Rogers and Lionel Richie. Is there any pictures of Kenny Rogers roasters? Probably not. Here's a good picture of Kenny and Dolly. Let's see. Oh, here we go. One last one. Kenny and Ray Charles. There you go. So anyways, considering that I got this book, like I said, here's the front, here's the back. Cannot wait to listen. Can't wait to read it after I get done with the Peter Sellers book, which has a very interesting page and a half of a 1972 story involving The Who. Yes. I wanted to do war picks, but my guitar player doesn't think we can do it unplugged. Yeah, that would be a little bit something. That should go down well with Sherry. You're going to put up on your... Ruby took her love to town. We'll have several videos to put up. I'm playing for 2 hours. I'll try to get paranoid. But you're already paranoid, Richard. Yeah, get into the spirit of it. Be the character of man on stage. You got similar mannerisms. Should work out all right, Richard. Tim, how you doing? Good to see you. There is another Ozzy commercial. You should be able to get away with the powdered liquid death one. All right, hang on a minute. I don't know anything about that one. My kid showed me the Warcraft commercial. Liquid death? Let's see. Oh my God. What the hell? Oh boy. I see. All right. I hope this is the one you're talking about. Hang on, I'm gonna take this here. All right, let's see. Very short one, about 40 seconds.
Wait! No way!
Ozzy Osbourne?
Death dust? Take it from me. Don't snort that stuff.
We weren't planning on snorting it.
Yeah, we're gonna mix it with water and hydrate.
It's got electrolytes, which your body needs.
Yeah, it's delicious.
Whatever you do, don't try freebasing it.
Free what?
And never, ever inject it.
And how would we even...
And don't even think about boofing it, you little perverts.
Boof?
You know, where you stick it up your...
Oh my God. That's funny. I like that. I've never seen that. Oh God, Dove soap. Guys, not on my channel. What did he suffer with Ozzy? Cancer? I'm guessing it's the complications to the Parkinson's. I'm not sure. That's only from a year ago? Oh my God. That's too funny. Yeah, see, Parkinson's. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, like I mentioned earlier in the show, prayers going out to you, hon. Still there? Does it still look like maybe tomorrow you might get out, or do you think it'll be a little longer? Just a yes or no. Remember when she was your best friend and you quit the internet? Okay, all right. Yeah, we're hopefully water's under the bridge on that shit. I mean, I get it, okay? I get it. I get your point. I get your point, Fred. I really do. I hear you. Yeah, I know he had Parkinson's, but that's not what killed him. I think he had cancer. See, I did hear something. God. Like him and Sharon might have cancer. Well, Ozzy's gone now, but I think I thought I heard Sharon has cancer. And something about, I can't remember who told me that it might have had to do with the Ozempic. I don't know if that's true. Good. Well, let's hope so. Let's absolutely hope so. I've read things that always could be connected. If you're asking me personally, I saw 2 clips and there was nothing. It was people standing around. Nothing was going on. See, and I guess, like I said, I don't remember the source. I'm sorry. Yeah. So, I don't wish ill will on anybody. Yeah, Kelly too. Not Kelly. Are you? What the heck? Okay, I'm an idiot. I know he had another daughter that wasn't on the Osbourne show. What was her name? I cannot remember. Oh, thank you. Well, you were quick on that, Amy. Amy, what you gonna do? Anyways. So, all right. Oh, wow. Almost 25 of you people here. Thank you. Thank you for coming to spend time with me. Let's play. I figure, like I said, I showed the Kenny Rogers book. Let's play something. I like this song. This one here, he did 2 versions. One with the first edition. I always liked Kenny Rogers in the first edition. And then solo stuff that he recut for his greatest hits. But I like the first edition stuff. So let's play this one. Anyways, you get the gist of that. I didn't know that was going to be a show appearance. That's why I cut it short. I ain't in the mood for any more nonsense. Anywho, I had a buddy of mine who won backstage tickets to one of his last, I think it was one of his last tours, or felt like it anyway, in the mid-2000s, I think it was. He came to Walworth County Fair in Elkhorn, Wisconsin. And the thing that he remembered the most, my friend, was that Kenny he was having, this was after the surgeries and everything, where he lost the gastric surgery. He was supposedly drinking almost bottle of Maalox or Pepto or something. And it's just, it was killing him. He says his stomach was killing him, and that he wished he said, sorry. He goes, I just wish I wasn't here. I wish I wasn't here. I wish I was at home. And I'm just like, oh boy, so I wonder if he suffered like that from that point to the rest of his life, I don't know. Yep, I guess he did. I didn't know he had that many. Oh, and Paul, I'll be having a few days off next week. Oh, yes, please and thank you. That would be nice. I'm off Wednesday, Thursday next week. There was supposed to be a doctor appointment next Thursday, but I think that got squashed. By the way, really quickly, yeah, I didn't know that he was a doctor. See, I didn't know any of this. Thank you for sharing that. My update on my my cataract, okay, is I'm getting a evaluation on the 13th. It's a Wednesday. So hopefully we can figure out when we're going to schedule to get the cataract surgery. I'll be out for at least a week. Is that going to stop me from doing shows? Not if I can help it. But we're slowly inching our way up to show 950. Do you realize that? We're getting there. We're in the 920s. But we're getting there. Man, oh man. My goal is to get to 1,000 by the end of the year. Or at least pretty close to it anyway. We just might do that. God. Early February of 26 will be 15 years as Psychos Platters has graced the YouTube video waves, if you will. 15 years. That is a long time. And I'm glad I'm here. And I'm glad I'm here for you people. Seriously. That's right. Just like, what the hell is his name? Harmless Dave. And for you, he always points to the camera. He's all right. Harmless Dave. Anyways. Yes, Tim says good evening, Brandon. So that's the something's burning part, right? Well, now, this next bit, 50-cent CDs. Could not pass up 50-cent CDs. So I found Journey's Captured. 2-record set on 1 compact disc. From January 1981. How many of you people are Journey fans and happen to have this? I have it in my collection somewhere on vinyl. You see, I do too. He's fun. What's the G's part? But let's see here. Maybe there'll be something interesting in the booklet. Oh, it goes out this way. Okay. Oop. Oh. All right. Well, the rest of it shows this. These were the album was recorded in August. I hope I'm getting this right. May, August, and October of 1980. That was the incorrect answer. The capital of Libya was Tripoli. Richard, you're still on the board. So anyways, Q-tips are in HBA, Richard. So, like I said, if you're a Journey fan, do you got this album? Like I said, I do. This, unfortunately, is what I would call a transitional album. And what do I mean by that? I am talking about going from the Greg Raleigh, but before you get Jonathan Cain, you get one new song. Now, the live Dixie Highway was never recorded, okay, to my knowledge. And the Dixie Highway song is on this album live because they played it on the tour. But the single, which reached number 34 on the Billboard charts, is Party's Over, Hopelessly in Love. Now, this one here is the only appearance of keyboardist, I hope I'm going to get this right, Steve Keys Roseman. Now, I think the story went that somehow he knew Neil Schon. It was just a one-off. He would end up doing a little bit of session work for like a late 90s Neil Schon album. And he also was in the I think they only did one album, VTR, which was Ross Valerie, George Tickner, who was the rhythm guitar player in early Journey, at least the first album, I think a little bit in the second album, and Steve Roseman. So I present to you The Party's Over, recorded late 1980 for release January 1981, the only studio track on Captured. Party's Over, Hopelessly in Love. Toby has shown up in the room. Toby, come here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Toby. Yeah. Look who it is. One of the favorite cats of the VC. I know, she never feels like she wants to be up here. I know you love me. Don't you just love being here in this little public? Toby. We love you. Well, most of us do. We love you. I know you love these people, don't you? She says, if Grandpa makes a furry Toby Beanie Baby size with a little voice chip that goes, Toby, would you people buy it? I promised her that if I did, that the royalties would be in cat snacks. She likes the Sheba stuff. Look at your people. Look at your people out there. What? What? I'm going to leave you be. All right. Go do your thing. There you go. The obligatory Toby cameo in just about every video. Let's see. I am so far behind. Is Trev Lukather married to Neil? Is it? I meet the rich and famous plenty of times. They all still laugh at fart jokes because fart jokes are funny. Well, that's okay. Like I said, there's I'm not a mega super fan, but I think they did a lot of damn good songs. The one that I crank up all the time, whenever it's played, which is rare, or at least around my area, is Wheel in the Sky. Love Wheel in the Sky. I love Stone in Love. Oh, Stone in Love is fun. That's like probably my favorite track off of Escape, honestly. Yes, and James and Vita Babe. And I did. Okay, all right, we're done with this topic. Toby is being a ham and a lamb sort of today. Not yet, but at least I've got my phone and laptop here, which is very thankful. I have headphones on so I can listen without bugging anyone. Hey, Toby, do you need a pack of Marlboro Reds? She's looking at me and like rubbing her face against the table leg here. You want some Marlboro Reds? Some Fatima cigarettes? Meow. Fatima, you want some blue coal? She's meowing to all of it. I might consider it, but I just don't know how much those things are going to cost because it's like I only want to make a dozen. Misha says meow. Misha says meow, Toby. Moonracer has returned. Toby plays porcelain and sings. Well, good. Maybe I'll give to. That'd be the other thing too. I guess I could make him catnip scented, couldn't I? They just said we cat toys if you wanted them that way, and then there'd be a little voice chip that just simply says, "Toby." Jeff, how you doing? I love the avatar. That's great. Yes. Yeah, I think truthfully, Frontiers was like the last really great Journey album because you could just tell that something was missing between Frontiers and Raised on Radio. I mean, Raised on Radio's got a couple good songs, but I'm just like, yeah, the Journey train was about ready to end. She knows the Goodly products. Of course she would. They sell cat. Oh, that's right. I could spray him with catnip. Timu to maybe. I don't know. Hey, Sean, how you doing? Don't forget the Toby Grape. That's right. You want a new band, the Toby Grape? We could teach you this. We could teach you the words to Omaha and Hey Grandpa. Or hey, Grandma, excuse me. See, I didn't check myself in there. All right. So we get to 2/3 of this title. Now, the third part, I never had this. Now, I mean, I had it on vinyl. I think I ended up having to sell it. But this here, of course, from February 1988, Robert Plant's Now and Zen, 50 cents. Here's the front, here's the back. And let's take a little look and see if anything is interesting in this book, in this booklet. Nope, just a bunch of words. And they do have some lyrics, but not all of them for some reason, it seems. So with this album here, and the song I'm playing, I do not know if solo Zeppelin falls under the rules of regular Zeppelin, so we're not going to play the whole damn tune. We're not. But Jimmy Page, of course, guitar solo on Heaven Knows and Tall Cool One. And Christy McCall, if you remember her, she's been gone now, I think since 2000. She sings backing vocals all over this. So if you're a Christy McCall fan, you may want to get Robert Plant's Now and Zen, or at least listen to it on YouTube. I'd buy a Toby plushie if you rubbed its nose and it played the ketchup song. Oh my God. He's playing up in Wheeling. I've heard a little bit, and I do actually like it. So remember, I'm not playing the whole song here, maybe up to the first chorus, and then I'm just going to kill it. But you guys, this will be stuck in your head for a little while. Yes, it will. Get the gist. Mechanical cats are all the rage in nursing homes. When you pet them, meow, 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 meow. That'd be some robotic pussy. Anyways, and also anyone in the chat who likes old radio dramas and such, check out the Late Horror Show. It has such great shows and helps ease a loud mind. Do they also happen to have Where Evil Lurks in the Hearts of Men? Only the shadow knows. She's not wrong. Patients with dementia. I was like, really? Well, there you go, people. Support robot cats. Meow, meow, meow. Spray a little WD-40 when required. What kind of fur is on the robot cats? Just asking. I'm kind of curious about this. When Plank goes in the bathroom, he sings about the big log. This is so true. You know, when that came out, I laughed at that title because I'm like, that's the first thing I thought of. They don't necessarily have to be robotic. Oh, okay. Well, that's fine then. But robotic cats would be funnier. Accidentally kill the... It does not compute. Meow, meow. It does not compute. Meow, meow. Someone got my mom one of those cats, and she hates it. Soft fur. But is it a soft kitty, warm kitty? Yeah, you Big Bang fan will get the joke on that. They're similar enough to where they think they're real in that state. But in the words of Robot Chicken, if you remember the little bit where the guy creates the robot, the scientist creates the robot. Any questions? Where the students goes off and asks, "Can you?" And the teacher goes, "Excuse me," and he goes, "Well, can you fuck it?" And he's like, "No, you can't." And like half the class leaves. Danger, Will Robinson, danger. They're very ill for dementia patients. And you know what? If it helps them, good for them. Seriously. Yep. My great nana had one in her final months and was convinced the kitty was real. And the kitty still visits her in between the realms of life and death. Special kitty. I have an iCat, and it's so annoying. I had to take it back. I don't blame you. An iCat. That's funny. Did you know, seriously, that company created a new invention, for disabled pirates? Yeah, it's called the eye patch. Arg. See, you didn't expect me to do two args in a broadcast. I got away with it. Yeah, who doesn't love the Big Bang Theory? Oh, the pain, the pain. You know what I usually will go off and say from Dr. Smith? I'll do this to like random associates that I can get away with. I'll be like, you ninny. And they're once in a while I'll call them like a shmoo, and they don't know what the fuck that is. And they're like, what the hell is that? And I go, look up Little Abner from the 50s, and you'll find out what a shmoo is. And there was an 80s cartoon, if I remember right, on the shmoo. Right? See, you never know what you're gonna fucking learn. Bazinga. That's my spot. Bazinga. I love that show so much. I do, seriously. Although I will confess, I don't know what happened. Like I got maybe too busy, or I flipped my work schedule, because I didn't get to see the last season or two very much. But like the first 7 or 8 seasons, I definitely watched when it was on. Right, due to people sleeping. Penny. I'm not a big fan of young Sheldon. I tried. I have a love-hate relationship with Big Bang Theory, since everyone in my family compares me to Sheldon. Oh boy. You gotta love the grandfather jokes. Dan. All right. So that concludes the title explanation, Something's Burning Party's Over Tall Cool One. I do have, like I said, a couple vinyl finds that I picked up for like $1 to $2 each. I'll maybe whenever our next episode will be, we'll show those. I'll come up with some weird explanation. They're I think 70s. I think they're 70s album finds. That's what I picked up. The one about the vegetable people was kind of stupid. Not to be confused with the pod people or the Vegematic from Ron Popeil. It cuts, it dices, it slices. It chops your fucking finger off. Yowzers. That's what's in the Wendy's chili. Ooh. So now we get to, some people love it, some people hate it, but I'm still going to do it. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a threefer. We have a triple play. A Beatles solo session spotlight. Jen, what about you reminds your family of Sheldon? Oh God. Oh, the autism, the bassomatic. I love that bassomatic. If I could play that, I would. The autism. Been a minute. How you doing? Yeah, I've been doing for a minute. She did it in a minute. Boy, that's a quick orgasm. All right. I told my daughter I used to go to concerts where they used to hang the Confederate flag. The look on her face. I totally get it. That's what Southern rock is in the 70s and 80s. In the 90s, they would do that. They would do the American flag and the Confederate flag. I mean, it's associated with Skynyrd and what, Skynyrd, 38 Special and all, and all the others, and Blackfoot and all the other Southern rock stuff. I did, and nobody asked you. Anyways, so what do we have for the threefer of Beatles solo session? Maybe I got dementia. Shit. The sound of the rise again. I cannot remember what Rocky and Bullwinkle cartoon, but the old Confederate general goes off and says, "It was war between the states, boy." That was the line that kept going through that cartoon. She looked at me like I was the worst person ever for watching Smoking. But what? Oh my God! I wish Shannon watched it with you. You both could have sang Eastbound and Down. I miss Shannon. Shenanigans. I love you. I still love you. I came across an old picture from like October of last year where her pic was in a filter. She looks so pretty. Hi, teacher. Here. Yeah, we definitely all miss Shannon. She still hasn't been the same. Yes, and there was some fun stuff. Capricorn was a cool fucking label. I don't care what anybody says. That's kind of how I got introduced to Marshall Tucker Band. Okay. Allman Brothers, of course. Sea Level. There was another one, damn it. Was it Cowboy? I don't know. But you know, we all miss her. So we start out with Alvin Lee from 1986. Yes, we do. Yeah, I'll tell you, she was something else. What was it? She was the X factor. She was the thing you didn't know what was going to happen. And once again, I say, you people that were fortunate or unfortunate enough to see that quick 45-minute episode that I had to yank where her weird drug-infused lady friend flashed all of us. Thankfully enough, she was in thumbnail, but she flashed us front and back. My God. Anyways, I miss Shannon, the girl from Hillbilly Hell, from Beaver Shores. Hi, how you doing, Dave? I have 2 Marshall tickets. Yeah, definitely. I've got about, I think 4 or 5 of their albums signed by Doug Gray. Now, and that's another thing, ladies and gentlemen. Doug Gray is not, unless he's gotten back in the band recently, he has had to take a medical sabbatical. Marshall Tucker Band technically is a tribute band right now. There is no original members. None. So I don't know what to tell you. Just know that if Marshall Tucker for the moment comes to your town, unless it's like a free concert, don't spend your money. All right. I got to see them in 2006, and from the front row, I bootlegged it. I did. It was a nice concert. Yep, she cracked all of us up. Oh yeah, how can anybody forget Molly Hatchet? I love Molly Hatchet. Searching for a Rainbow. Yes, definitely. Oh yeah. That's why she was the unknown factor in this show. You never know what was going to come out of her mouth. But, because of this show and because of you guys, she started taking interest in vinyl. She was going to start having a little record collection. The chairman is in the house. Yeah, the only ones that are alive are, you mean Toy and Tim. Yeah, I get you. The only ones that are alive from the original lineup, if I remember correctly, is, Doug, Jerry Eubanks, I think, and Paul Riddle. Who else? I almost met another member that's dead too a few years ago in Springfield. I can't remember who the hell it was. He was doing a solo band. Well, no, unknown. Oh, are you talking about from Dave? Maybe he's got some. I don't know. Can't you see? Can't you see what that woman? Goodly. She loves CCRR. That is the Creedence Clearwater Railroad. See what I did there? Yeah, the Outlaws. There's only one original member in the Outlaws, and it's Henry Paul. No kidding. You are absolutely right. Toy did a solo album too, which I'm actually looking for. It's on CD. I don't think it ever got put out to vinyl. I could be wrong. Today marks the 50th anniversary of Mental Notes. That's right. That's right. Make sure to give it a whirl. Yeah, see, I didn't get to see him until 2006. That was the only time in a small community college theater. It was a 3/4 full house. I remember that. Kenny Rogers, Journey Rebel. Did you already explain? Yes, I did. I did explain that, and very good for coming up with that, Jay. Heard it in a love song. It's a double revival. I think Paul Psycho, the leader and main influencer of the island of maybe sees, there'd be a hard, that'd be a very long, like painted on a door. That explanation, or a very long nameplate for a desk if I had one. Revival Revisited. Oops. Got it. Sure that's not heave ho overboard. Hey, Creed's Clearwater Red. See, there you go. I like that. Moved my family away from my Carolina home. What the hell? You're right. You're right. And I remember, in Chicagoland listening to WLS, WCFL, Super CFL, and the variety on 70s Top 40. So cool with all different kinds of genres. And that was back when you could do that. I'd say by like 80, 81, it was dead. Excuse me. I am so sorry. First song in the Beatle Solo Session Spotlight Trilogy. Alvin Lee, off the album Detroit Diesel, 1986. Talk Don't Bother Me. On slide, George Harrison. Let's take a little listen, shall we? Sorry, gang. I thought I had a few more seconds on that. Anyways, from 86, Alvin Lee. From 2025, Ruth Ann.
Hey.
Hey.
Guess where I went yesterday?
Where did you go yesterday?
Down the pig trail.
Oinky, oinky.
Yeah. We had to go pick up a truck part.
What town?
I don't know. But we stopped at CJ Burgers in Russellville, and my God, anybody who's anywhere near Russellville needs to go to CJ Burgers because they are phenomenal.
I've
they
gone through
cook
Russellville.
in real beef tallow.
We have a place in Springdale that does that.
Really?
It's called Patrick's.
Oh, I took a picture of it. I might stick it up on my Instagram. It's so funny. Oh my God. But I noticed in Fayetteville, there's all this, I don't know, litter that isn't anywhere else that I know of so far in Arkansas.
Fayetteville is its own beast. It's a college town. Big
college
time.
Town, right?
College town, yes.
Yeah.
yes. For as far as for musically speaking, as concerned, in the 50s and 60s and 70s, if you were in Fayetteville and you visited the college town, there was a place called the Rockwood Club, which they tried to renovate. I don't know if they've stopped that project or whatever, but you would have been able to go off and see Ronnie Hawkins and the Hawks which of course was the early band in the 50s and early 60s, and then in the late 60s and 70s and 80s, and to this day, you'd have the Cake Brothers. If you know who they are one of our favorites
No.
up here. Yeah, you need to
I never
explore the
remember
Cake Brothers.
anybody's names. I mean, very rarely do I remember names. Very rarely.
It's okay. It's my job for everybody. It's been the slowest 5 days. I am so sorry. I did 5 days. That's a lot. Far
5
cry,
days is a long time in the hospital.
Far cry from
Oh yeah,
Escondido.
Bill, it's really different from Escondido. I mean, really different. Except we still have Central Americans doing lawns.
Mm-hmm. We do. Styling and profiling, custom made from head to toe. Whee! Don't eat the green Jello. Don't do it. That's right. Unless you're listening to Green Jello while you're eating the Green Jello. Little pig, little
Is there a
pig.
band named Green Jello?
Yes.
Oh God! See, I am
Yes,
so
there
far
is.
behind. I'm hoping I can get Nick to hurry up. You know, he said 20 minutes. I said, all right. So
Gotta
hurry
be
up,
able to
Nick.
let Nick.
I almost got to see Nick, but he was in New Hampshire when I was in Rhode Island.
Missed it by that much.
Well, we got stuck. You know what happened?
No.
They had so much weather in these little microcells. Our flight got canceled, and they gave us this $300 a night, hotel.
Yeah.
And they said it was because of weather, which they never do, because they only do that when the plane breaks, okay? And they need to send it to service. So we get on the plane the next day. We had a much better connection. I mean, we didn't have a 5-hour layover in Charlottesville. That was good. But I found out that there were a whole slew of planes that went down because of these weather cells. And we couldn't find them anywhere on the radar. So it's just kind of weird. You know?
Wow.
Yeah. And I was surprised that she even told me, but I knew it had to be mechanical, and I was so grateful.
I think I know what you're talking about. I remember hearing that once. You got caught with your pants down. Lesson learned the hard way that you can't screw around with stuff that seems minor when cancer's involved. This is a PSA from Jen to you, ladies and gentlemen.
Why is somebody screwing around with their cancer?
Oh, well, okay. That's really Jen's position to talk about this stuff than me. And then besides,
I'm sorry, I didn't.
No,
mean to-
no.
Yeah.
My memory isn't so good in remembering all the facts. It says I'll still be on them even after they release me, but they won't let me leave till they see the fever actually break. That's what the whole thing is. So hopefully by tomorrow.
Well,
Hopefully
Jen
tomorrow.
needs to be sleeping, not online. Jen, what are you doing? Hydrate. Chicken soup.
I was stuck in the hospital 13 days with sepsis. Oh, geez. Oh, God. Yeah. My late first wife, that's how she passed in November last year. She had sepsis in the hospital, and she fell. She fell out of the hospital bed, too. And I guess, I can't remember if she died in the hospital or what, but that's all I heard. She's got a fever, and the only remedy is more cowbell. So now I have a systematic infection. Yes, thankfully, this is not sepsis, and we're so glad that it's not and that they caught it early. Before I forget, Ruth Ann, let's go to part 2, the song 2 of the Beatles solo session Spotlight. So this one here, I didn't know they did a re-record. I'm so used to the 50s version, okay? But in late 1990, Little Richard, for the movie King Ralph. Do you remember King Ralph? That's with John Goodman. It was a goofy film back then.
Yeah, it sounds vaguely familiar. I probably didn't see it, though.
Well, he decided to recut Good Golly, Miss Molly. And I don't know why. But
I like
this
that
time,
song.
well, I do too. But this time around, you've got Ringo on drums and Jeff Lynne on guitar and bass. So let's catch it. This is a shorty. Let's catch this.
Mama, Papa told me, son, you better watch yourself. Is it new about Miss Molly? I have to watch my part myself. Good golly, Miss
Oh,
Molly.
it's right there, John Goodman. Okay.
Yeah.
You my little kitty, your mama call.
Okay, I just want to make a note that ivermectin and cancer and parasites have been linked. Okay, you get rid of parasites, your body can make use of the nutrients that the parasites are getting out of you. And they used to treat for parasites when I was young, but
Wow.
nobody ever talks about it now, and every other country does that. So, that this is sick care for you, not health care. Preventative care. I mean, it's so easy to get parasites, it's ridiculous. Anybody
And
with pets that go in and out or pets
Right.
that don't go in and out can still get parasites.
Toby, that's why you stay inside.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously.
So, it's a serious issue. It's really serious. And some of these parasites are very hard to find. So
Yeah.
if you've got that combination of, I can't pronounce all of the names, but they show it all the time on Instagram and stuff like that. And I have also heard good things about blue methylene. So
The only parasite that I welcome in this household is a song from Kiss. Anyways. I know this bad. Okay. Third song in the truth. Third song. I could see. Yeah, here we go. I could see parasites by the dashboard
little
light.
buggies in
Yeah.
your veins.
Yipes.
Little buggies makes you go insane.
I brought this up once before, okay, and I don't mind bringing it up again. That a long time ago, I came up with a parody called "Fecal Babies," which we a cartoon, and the theme song is like to Muppet Babies. It's like fecal babies, they're made of poo. But then I came up with another one after that. I think Jess helped me a little bit with this one. And I don't know if anybody remembers the Glenn Miller song Rag Mop, but I took that and I changed it a little bit and created a cartoon called Head Pets. And it'd be like Head Pets, da 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 da, which Head Pets for like the whole run of the show, it's lice on a person's head. The ending of the whole thing is the dude dies that the lice were on, and they have to go find another person to go live, or they'll die in the casket. Head Pets.
We used to do all kinds of weird stuff too. We had this skit that we used to do, and somehow we invented a character named the girl with the flat lips.
What?
Flat lips. That rubber prosthesis designed to cure those aching necks, throbbing lips, and saliva threads associated with your basic job.
But would that help? Would that help in a gummy situation? That's the thing I want
I
to know.
don't know. Flat lips.
I guess I better go find that one that's around the dumpster for 20. I never said this was a G-rated show. Never, ever.
I
Now,
didn't say the word. I didn't say the word, did I?
blowy. Anyways, methylene blue cleans out all your mitochondria cells, but it does not clean out your midichlorians. Just thought I'd tell you,
But does it
midichlorians.
turn your
I
poop
fucked up
blue?
that
I
joke.
want to know, does it turn your poop blue? Because,
Yeah,
I mean,
bluer
that could
than
be
pop-
weird.
Bluer than Papa Smurf. In fact, it even has little beard hair. When you shit it out, it's
Oh.
right there. That's something to think about. For some
That could be a
people,
real disaster.
I don't know. For some people, if they
Well,
found blue,
toilet cleaner is blue. You could just leave it and tell somebody, yeah, I guess the toilet cleaner smells pretty bad today.
ha ha ha, with the plumber's got his ass crack showing. But so the thing is, I guess if you had blue poo with little beard hairs and shit in it, I guess maybe in a way that oh boy, here we go. This is the strangest segue. You'd feel like being angry too. Oh my god, I can't believe I did this. Sorry, Nils. Ringo on drums, Billy Preston on organ on this. From 91.
I'm not sure if I remember 1991.
Probably not with them.
Oh, I do.
Interesting. Did not know that. The password is gummy bears.
Gummy bears? What is gummies?
Jake, he is a stalker. Yep, blue cheer.
Then I watch the demons crawl through my hide. Watch them wade toward my heart. It shows. Yes, it shows. Every time I call,
I don't have my lighter, I'd light it.
I work to pray, I worry. And I
I have nothing to entertain you people with.
now.
I can't even do comments.
Because I know being angry is a full-time job. Being angry is a full-time job. And over my shoulder, dying and tired of waiting. And let some pride in this sweat be my own. And I call down for cold.
I don't know, but Shamrock Shakes can do the same thing for McDonald's.
Yes, I freeze.
They're gonna have to use natural coloring now.
When I get running hot, I think of you.
What the hell they'll use?
Baby, I'm ready to forgive everything. Because I know. Because I know being angry is a full-time job. Being angry is a full-time job.
That's very true.
Can't
Very
you see
much.
it yourself, you
Sweet tarts.
now? Being angry is
Would
a
not make
full-time
sweet
job.
tarts. Never come across a copy of that, of anything from Grin, surprisingly enough.
Yeah, I gotta work. I gotta learn. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, 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 now.
Anyways, so just about over that was Nils Lofgren, March 1991, Ringo on drums, Billy Preston on organ for Being Angry. Yes, definitely prayers for Dave Edmunds, John. You're right on that. I think we might close the show off with a Dave Edmunds in a minute. I've got 3 songs left in the queue This next one here, I'm playing it for Brandon because he brought it up today. I guess it's the 50th anniversary of this album that I'm going to play. What's up, Toby? Did you find something? Toby, what do you want? You chasing something? What? Did you find a bug? I hope you didn't find a parasite. We don't need that. Okay. Anyways.
Everybody
said,
check your poop.
My manager said, check your poop. My manager said, if you want to be great, you better wise up and sing that song straight. Don't sing it funny. Anyways, so from the 50th anniversary of Split Enz' Mental Notes LP, I took a short song on this one this time. Here is track 7, Maybe, 1975 off the album Mental Notes, Maybe. Yes, great song. It says they're a truly, truly unique LP that was unfortunately recorded as Second Thoughts. Their hit single was good. Uh-oh. Mommy caught you making biscuits. Oh, Phil Judd did the artwork for the record. Okay. Did they need to get back together? If they're, I really wish they would, because I remember them from MTV days. Like the first thing, like I think most people here in America, we all heard, "I got you, and that's all I want." But that's 45 years old. That fucking song, that's old. But MTV, I remember played that video, and History Never Repeats, and I think Dirty Creatures. We'll play Dirty Creatures another time. That's another fun song too.
It feels so old.
Yeah. Oh my God. Anyways, I got two songs left in the queue here, ladies and gentlemen. This one here, it's a Daily Dandy. That's right. It's Black Oak, Arkansas with Jim Dandy, but we're going 80s this time, early 80s. They couldn't get a record deal in the U.S. for some reason. So for the two albums in the 80s that they did, they managed to get a UK label to put them out. So this track here, the title track from Ready as Hell from 82, has other original member Ricky Lee Reynolds, but also on guitar, Steve, I hope I'm getting this right, Stephen Blaze, who would end up being guitarist in Lillian Axe in the 90s, for you metal people out there. So let's check out, and there was a music video too for Ready as Hell. So let's check this out right now in all its Jim Dandiness. Yeah, Ready as Hell. Obviously he was. What happened to the girl, Ruby Starr? Ruby Starr, she's been gone now since 95. She had brain cancer. What a horrible way to go. Yeah, she died young. Maybe we'll play some Ruby and Grey Ghost down the line here. But yeah, you with your Ross Gallery for a few hours in your place, and Wadsworth Mansion, and
Tony Conigliaro from the Red Sox.
Did he bat a home run that day?
Hell no. Are you kidding? He opened up a bar in downtown Providence, and my boss went down. He made me go down there because I had to do some kind of an article for our magazine about him. And so, of course, he was flirting like crazy. And he said, how would you like to come back to my apartment for a drink? And I was with my roommate, Janie. And now Janie, she was a social climber, and she would sleep with anybody who was remotely famous or maybe going to be famous. Mm-hmm. So I'm going, no, it's okay, Tony. I'm going to pass. And she's kicking me under the table going, we'd love to come over, right? So I'm like, crap. So we go over to Tony Conigliaro's house, and I'm bored as hell because, this is after his cocaine debacle.
Mm.
So I had a drink and left. I said, see you in the morning,
so
Jane.
She got the home. Jane got the home run, and you got the bunt single. Mm.
Oh, no, I was out of there. He got the runner-up prize.
His career was cut short because of a fastball to the face. My phone doesn't understand me unless I'm drunk. Well, maybe when you drink, does it sound like Klingon? Because I still am trying to look for Klingon. Never mind. Anyways.
I have a book on Klingon, Paul.
I bet you do. Nick
you want to hear Okay, this is a classical Klingon greeting. Okay, you ready for this?
Mhm.
Nook nuck. You know what it means?
No.
It's a greeting. It means, what do you want?
Nooknick, huh?
So Klingon, right? Isn't
boy.
that so Klingon? Nook nuck.
I've got a lot of Klingons. It's called Dingleberries. Anyways, so we got one song left in the queue, and I hope I'm not jinxing it. Yes, Cleon Jones, not to be confused with Cleon Jones. But I hope I'm not jinxing things. But for some reason, I just felt like playing this. So I want Mr. Edmonds to feel better. Damn it, I do. I hope he does. I really do. This was one of the first albums and one of the first songs that I remember getting from him. That's right, from the album Information 1983 with Jeff Lynne and Richard Tandy from ELO on that whole record. Yes, that's why it sounds a little ELO-ish, doesn't it? Because of that. Ladies and gentlemen, we've already hit an hour and 50 minutes, and I got to get scrambled to take the kids to work. And so
And
I want
Nick
everything.
never showed
And
up. He's
Nickelodeon
spaced.
never showed up.
Bloody hell.
We love you, Nick, but what's the deal?
We love you, Nick.
Or Richard Clayderman. Okay, yeah. One of these
Who's
days
Richard
we'll do a Zanford Richard. No, we are not doing a Zanford Richard Clayderman ever in this fucking show. If I have anything to say about it,
Well, I think you do have a lot to say about it because it's your show, Paul.
Because the only one that would be on K-Hell Records, not K-Tel Records. Paul and Ruth Ann and all. That's right. Well, listen, thank you very much, like I said, for all of you people to be able to drop in here. Better Homes and Gardens, take the kids to the zoo. Make sure it's not Monkey See or Monkey Do. Anywho, as they fling their poo at
We
you.
planted a garden in containers out back. Oh my god. Oh my god. And
Was
then
it
we
like-
went to
was it
Rhode
like
Island
pineapple?
and half of it died.
Was it like Pineapple Express?
We're leaving for Cocoa Beach in a week and a half. Everything will be dead.
Remember, if you're going to go to walk on the sands in Cocoa Beach, be careful if you find a very weird looking bottle. Don't open it because a genie can pop out.
Okay.
That's the I Dream of Genie. That's at Cocoa Beach, Florida. Because
I'm
of the
looking
whole.
forward to watching rockets go boom. I hear it's like I can see it right from where we're staying.
I remember the
From
last
watching all
time a rocket.
rockets go up.
I remember when the last time a rocket went boom. It was a Challenger, indeed.
Oh no, that's too sad. No, I want to see them
Too
go up and
soon.
not explode. I mean, it's on my bucket list to watch a rocket take off, so I get to do that. I'm very excited, and I can write the pig trail off my bucket list, which it never really was on my bucket list.
Squirrels might raid your garden too.
Oh, we only have one of those,
Rabid squirrels.
and we have
Zombie
two
squirrels.
giant dogs.
Say hi to
So,
Genie
no.
for me. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been great sports. I love you people. I have the best fucking audience in the YouTube vinyl community. I don't give a shit what other channels think they are. I am in the VC misfit toys in the aisle of relevancy. Always, as long as I
And
live in
you've got the
Britain.
girl with the flat lips.
Ooh, baby, $20 behind the dumpster and chewing on a record. I said chewing. Get the flat lip chewer. Psycho's Platters is a Love Peace production.